All right, everybody, this is Brian and Anthony. We're here at Crosse Archery, and we're here to talk about train to hunt. So if you've been in the store the last couple of years, there have been a few of us, Ken and I have done this train to hunt thing through the summer. And we work out for a few months beforehand, and it seems like we can eat Cheetos and ice cream all winter and get nice and fat. This is the solution to that. So Brian, you came up with this winter event, and a while ago you reached out to me and said, hey man, would you like to host an event at the shop? I said, I don't know what it's going to look like. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
So tonight we get to actually film a lot of the exercises that we're going to be doing through the event. We have the range set up with 3D targets, and you'll see a lot of footage with that. But it really paints a picture to what we can do in the winter just to get ready for this spring and summer event too.
You bet. I mean, you hit it right on the head. Being from the northern states like we are, it gets cold. Like today, it's first part of November, and we got snow on the ground, and you're just not motivated to get outside sometimes to work out. Well, this gives us a chance throughout the winter by having a couple of these competitions to stay motivated through the cold winter months and to keep our training up so that when next year comes and then next summer train and hunt events, we're ready to kick off and it's not like we're starting all over from ground zero once spring hits.
Yeah, so the cool thing about the summer event is that there's a ton of people there, and it's the camaraderie and the people that you hunt and train with and shoot, they're like no other. We all share the same interest when it comes to archery, but we all have the same hunting stories too. We have a lot of people that go out west to Idaho and Colorado every year to hear those hunting stories. It's pretty neat. The neat thing about the event that we're hosting here is that we're capping the event at 50 people. So we expect this to fill up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's with this being our first year and Anthony hosting the very first Train to Hunt Indoor Archery Challenge, it's really our beta year. We have a lot of things to work out, a lot of things that we need to test. So we need to cap it at 50 people just so it's not going to last, all day and all night. And just so if there's any kinks, we can work that out. So we don't want to make it too much of an inconvenience to people if something does come up. But I'm pretty confident we'll have most of the stuff worked out via tonight with the filming that we're going to be doing with the videos and kind of doing some dry runs and stuff. Hopefully by January 26th, we'll be ready to go.
It's coming up, so we're only a couple months away, so at least we have a little bit of time to get our Thanksgiving turkey and tear apart Christmas.
There you go.
And then it's time to start getting back on the horse. So thanks for tuning in. Please ask questions and post different comments as you see. We'll help answer. We
probably should mention registration will be on traintohunt.com. We hope to have that up by the end of November or the first part of December. So be looking at that. We'll share it with Anthony so he can share it on your guys' social media, and we can get this thing rocking and rolling.
Let's do it. Let's party.
Hey folks, welcome to Crosse Archery and the home of the very first Train to Hunt Indoor Archery Challenge. We're pretty stoked that Anthony Schmidt is allowing us to have this event here in La Crosse at his pro shop. So as you can see, it's a beautiful 30-yard indoor range. He's got a full pro shop up front with a kitchen. So when you guys are here, we're gonna have food available, we're gonna have drinks available, and it's just gonna be a good old time. So what to expect when you arrive, we will, of course, register. We'll have a registration table set up. We'll have an opportunity for you guys to throw some arrows and get some practice shots in before we get started, and all that good stuff. So before we start the competition, we will have a competitors meeting, and that is where we'll go over all the fine details. With these upcoming videos here, we're going to go over a lot of the details and stuff, but some stuff might change. So it's very important that you're here for the competitors meeting because, like I said, some stuff might change, and just so that we're all on the same page. So guys, this is our first Train to Hunt Indoor Archery Challenge. We hope to have all the kinks worked out by January 26th when we kick it off here in La Crosse. But like I said before, this is our beta year. So we are going to have some kinks. I have some different things that I want to test out. So that's why some of these rules might seem a little gray to you, because a lot of that's going to depend on who signs up, how many women sign up, how many men sign up. So we can kind of start streamlining this so that next year, hopefully we can take this nationwide, and so that you can all enjoy this across the nation. But this year, we would appreciate your patience and understanding that at some of these events, things might be a little chaotic sometimes as we're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to work out all the details. Okay, so what to bring? Obviously, you gotta bring your bow and your arrows. You can use any bow that you want. You can use your regular hunting bow, you can use a trad bow, you can use a target bow. But this is a hunting scenario, so obviously you're gonna wanna use something that you're gonna be hunting with, okay? You can use any type of arrow that you want, obviously no broadheads. You can use any type of sight you want. We just ask that you're not going to use a clarifier or a magnifier. All right, folks, I'm here with my buddy Bucky here. So let's talk about the scoring. The scoring is going to be the same as the Train to Hunt outdoor challenges, okay? We're going to be using a heart ring, not the center 12 ring, but the main heart ring. That is no time penalty if you hit that. If you get a lung, there will be a time penalty, just like in the Train to Hunt outdoor challenges. For the first couple rounds of the indoor archery challenge, it's going to be a 30-second penalty, okay? Same with the body. The body will be a minute penalty if you hit that. If you miss during the challenges, it's going to be a 10 burpee penalty for missing. All right, so for each round, there's going to be a clay pigeon that's going to cover basically the heart of your target. So if you break that clay pigeon during any of those 4 arrows that you're going to be shooting, that's going to be a bonus. That's going to be your opportunity to take time off of your score instead of adding time onto your score. What that point reward might be is going to be different depending on what round we're in. But I guarantee you it's going to be worthwhile to get that heart. And then after that, if let's say you shoot the pigeon on your first arrow, okay, that's basically a heart shot. After that, then the arrows will count just basically as hearts. So if you get all 4 hearts, you get no time added on to your overall time, but you do get a reward taken off of your time. So the Train to Hunt Indoor Archery Challenge, it is going to be, everybody will have 3 rounds that you'll be able to participate in. The first 2 rounds are your qualifying rounds. So we'll take your combined time, your combined score from those 2 rounds, and then for the 3rd round, that's going to be the first competition round. First place will be going against 50th, second going against 49th, and so on. So and after that first competition round, we'll basically have half of the field eliminated. We might add in some of the losers that had the fastest time though for the next round. And then we're basically going to be doing elimination rounds until we're down to probably the top 9 places. And then after that, things will start changing and getting a little spicy, and we'll eventually get down to where we have the top male and then the top female. We might have some age groups, but right now that's gonna depend on who signs up and all that good stuff. Okay guys, so the first 4 challenges for the first 2 rounds are going to be the same, and you will know exactly what those are, and we're going to cover that right now today. After those first 2 rounds, you will not know which challenges you're going to be doing because we're basically going to be drawing them out of a hat. But at least you can be prepared for the first 2 rounds. So the first exercise that we're going to do is going to be just like the outdoor challenges, and it's going to be over the box step overs, just like we do to kick off the Train to Hunt outdoor challenges. So it's stepping up, both feet have to touch the box, stepping down, and both feet have to touch the floor. Okay, we're going to be doing 10 of those for the first round. All right guys, moving on to the second exercise. And as you can see, Brandon here has a pack on, okay? These exercises and challenges are going to be done for the most part with a pack on. We will be releasing those details in terms of how much those are going to weigh and if you need to bring a pack or not. But for right now, the second exercise is going to be burpees over the box. Again, just like the outdoor challenge. So you do a burpee, chest to the ground, up, both feet hit the box, back down, and a burpee, okay? And back over. So every time you go over the box is 1. So 1 over the box, 2 coming back. All right, the third challenge for the first 2 rounds. It's a new exercise coming at you. We call it monkey dumps. So Brandon, go ahead and step in here. It's gonna be with a sandbag. It's gonna be bag hits the ground and you have to pick it up and it has to break your waist. It has to be above your waist, okay? We don't care if you squat down to set it down or if you bend over and do it like that. Obviously squatting down would be better for your back, okay? But that's okay, however you want to do it. The rules are this has to stay in contact with your hands. There's no dropping it, okay? You have to squat down as quickly as you can and break it up above the waist. There will be judges. Each of you will have a judge and they will be letting you know if you're breaking the waist or not. And that will be 10 of those. Again, it's the third exercise of the first 2 rounds, 10 repetitions as quickly as you can. The last challenge for the first 2 rounds that you're going to be doing is what we call the clapping earth downs. Getting a little Chuck Norris action going on here. So it's basically a push-up. You're going all the way to the ground, and then you're clapping overhead, pushing back up. Back down to the ground, clapping overhead, pushing back up. And you have 10 of those. Those are the clapping earth downs. Okay guys, so after each of those challenges, you're going to be shooting an arrow. And the way that that's going to be is that the bow will be set up somewhere in front of your station. You will, after you complete each challenge, you'll come over to your bow. It will be on the ground without an arrow knocked. You cannot have an arrow knocked before the first target. So you come over, pick up the bow, knock an arrow, acquire your target, and fire away. All right, so those were the first 4 exercises, challenges for the first 2 rounds. After those first 2 rounds, you're not gonna know what the next 4 exercises are going to be because we're gonna draw them out of a hat. We'll have around 12 different challenges that we're going to be doing. So to give you a little example of what some of those might be, one of them is going to be basically butt to ground and a clap over the head. So you can get your butt to the ground, clap overhead, get back up. You can use your hands, you can get up, you can get down however you need to, but the butt cheeks have to hit and the hands have to clap over the head. Another one is going to be the log toss over the box. Have the bag on the ground, it's going to start on the ground, throw the bag over the box, both feet hit the box, both feet touch down, grab the bag or the log and throw it back over. Okay, that's another possibility. The next one is going to be the pack get-ups. So you're going to take the pack off, and it's going to be a get-up, just like your favorite exercise that we've all done. Get up, shoulder blades hit the ground, back up. You can use the hands again to get up off the ground. And it's just like that. After we've completed that set amount of repetitions, whatever that might be, it might be more than 10, especially after those first 2 rounds, you'll throw the pack back on and you'll go and grab your bow and acquire your target.